feel like this thing's like a magic wand and it only goes when it wants to. Anyways, that's my own problem. Hi, my name is Sherilyn and I'm here to do your weekend bonus reading. This one is going to be for Gemini, first of all. It's for my Geminis, and it's for June 6th, 7th, and 8th, which should be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, okay? We will do it the way we always do. I will call out all 12 signs. When I call out a sign, whoever comes to your mind first, that's who we're speaking of. We'll pull 2 cards for each one of the signs I call out. It's to give you some sort of an overview as to the current dynamic between you and the person that came to your mind when I called out the sign. At the bottom, I'll pull 2 cards each for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's to give you some sort of a heads up as to what could be possibly coming toward you this weekend. The hope is that it will make it easier for you to navigate the weekend ahead, okay? All right, this one is for my Geminis. Let's see what we get. We've got Gemini, 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 Gemini. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. If you're a Gemini and you're currently dealing with an Aries, I have the 2 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. Well, this Aries feels as though you're standing at a crossroads, and they feel as though you are choosing to walk away from them, okay? There is definitely sadness attached to this particular situation right here, but at any rate, it feels as though it's much more on their part than yours. There you go. There's some kind of regret attached to this as well, so something obviously less than advantageous to the situation. There you go. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Taurus, I have the Tower and the Queen of Wands. Well, the Taurus is viewing you as the Queen of Wands, so you are that person. You're that person who sees what they want and you go get it. Sometimes you forget to be careful about who you might step on to get to what you want, so sometimes it can cause you grief in the long run, and that would appear to be what's happening here. I don't know that there's anything romantic here. This feels more like somebody who's just watching from the outside, hoping you learn a lesson or something. That's what I'm getting on that. If you are a Gemini dealing with another Gemini or sending yourself a message, I have the 6 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups. 6 of Pentacles is all about reciprocity, and with the 3 of Cups, I really feel like it's the reciprocity you're focused on. This is all about you're going to get out of a situation what you put into it. Weird side message. I feel like if you were the third party into a situation, then you can expect that to be done to you, whether that was romantic or friendship. You know, if there were 2 people in a situation and you were the third person in and caused grief in that situation, understand that karma will play out for you is what I think you're trying to tell yourself, so be cautious, okay? If you are a Gemini dealing with a Cancer, I have the 2 of Cups and the Empress. This Cancer is viewing you as the Empress, so you are the whole deal there and a bag of chips, right? With the 2 of Cups, they're definitely viewing this as a divine union. So that looks like it holds promise. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Leo, I have the Queen of Pentacles and the Sun. So this Leo is viewing you as the Queen of Pentacles, standing in your feminine, you know, as the mini Empress, really. With the Sun, this Leo is saying that you make them very happy. There you go. Another one holds like, it looks like it has promise. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Virgo, I have the Strength card and the 10 of Cups. This Virgo is viewing you as somebody who could definitely be their road to emotional fulfillment. They're also viewing you as somebody who makes them stronger when you're around them. Okay, or vice versa, but either way, there's 3 that all 3 hold great promise, it looks like. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Libra, I have the 4 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. So this Libra is viewing you as somebody who is holding on for dear life to something that no longer serves you, and it's causing you to sit in this 5 of Pentacles, which is feeling as though you've been abandoned, okay, or left out in the cold. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Scorpio, I have the 9 of Swords and the Chariot. This Scorpio is viewing you as somebody who's very stressed out. Maybe about a Cancer, huh? No, about some sort of forward motion or victory. Could be about a Cancer. There you go. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Sagittarius, I have the Knight of Swords and the Page of Cups. So some kind of offers come forward from the Sagittarius, like they brought forward a small love offer, or they brought forward a small apology. Either way, you're trying to get to the bottom of it. You're on a mission to figure out if whatever they're saying is true. So there's doubt here. You feel as though there's deception afoot between you and the Sagittarius. Just so you know, you're trying to definitely figure everything out. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Capricorn, I have the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Wands. With the Eight of Swords, this Capricorn is viewing you as somebody who's definitely up in your head. And with the Eight of Wands, there's definitely been a slight breakdown in communication that needs to be reconciled. It's not a big deal yet, but it could turn into a big deal. If you are a Gemini dealing with an Aquarius, I have the Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. This Aquarius absolutely sees you as wish fulfillment, and they definitely want to continue to collaborate with you. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Pisces, I have the Seven of Wands and the Devil. So this Pisces is viewing you as somebody who is somehow tied to the devil, whether that be an addiction, an obsession, or some sort of a crazy insecurity. I don't know, but for some reason it has got you feeling incredibly defensive, especially towards this Pisces. So maybe you feel like they're a catalyst to whatever this problem is you have that attaches you to the, I don't know. They're viewing you as being attached to the devil and definitely defensive. There you go. All right, what do we got? So on Friday, I have the Five of Cups and the Page of Wands. You're having a very hard time on Friday finding some sort of stability to stand on. Something's making you feel as though your foundation's being shaken. There's a sense of loss and regret here. On Saturday, you've got the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. Definitely taking your power back on Saturday. Definitely trying to look at everything from a very logical standpoint. There you go. Sunday, what do I got? Ace of Cups, Seven of Swords. You're trying to figure out how to strategically take this cup of love and put it where you want it. I'm not sure what happens on Friday, why you have this sense of loss and regret towards the Page of Wands. Could be a child. Is there a child that's done something that you're disappointed in, or they're disappointed in you? I don't know. It doesn't feel earth-shattering, but it feels annoying. I don't know what happens on Friday. Saturday and Sunday look much better for the weekend. Anyways, there you have it. Not bad. Not bad. For this week, not bad. Okay. That's what I had for Gemini. I'll be back on Sunday with weekly readings. I'm here every morning with these new daily energy check-ins. If anybody's interested, they're kind of fun. They're quick. They're in the morning. And that's it. No matter what the cards say, you just go out and have the best weekend you possibly can, right? That's the best way to look at it. That's what you got to do. That's about it. If anybody's looking for a private reading, just send me a message and I'll get you the details. I'll never reach out to you guys first, okay? Somebody's out there again. They got my picture and everything, and they're running around trying to get into people's messages and ask them if they want readings. I'll never do that. If you send me a message saying you want one, I'll get you the details, okay? I'd love to hear from you on those terms, but if somebody messages you, please. It's not me, so don't get scammed, okay? Just go into the whatever, into my bio and look and see. If they have 18,000 plus followers, then that's me. If they don't, that's not me. I don't have a backup account. This is all I can handle. I have one account here, one on YouTube. That's it. They're both under the same names, okay? All right, y'all. Thanks for everything. Have a great day.